The average American makes 4.5 pounds of trash per day. That's the weight of this much newspaper. It adds up to about 1,600 pounds per year, or the weight of a cow, and stacked end to end, the height of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day, American household waste increases by about 25%. It's estimated there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean by 2050. This isn't new information. We hear statistics like this again and again. And still, our modern lives are made to be largely disposable. I'm Erica Evans, a reporter with the Deseret News. Can we talk? Why is it so hard to kick our trash habits? I wanted to find out, so I enlisted my roommate to help. My roommate and gardener and I challenged ourselves to live waste-free for 1 month.
Here are the rules. Everything we would normally throw in the trash gets collected into one glass jar.
That means no single-use plastics. As much as possible, we're gonna avoid buying anything that comes in a package.
But if we do need something packaged and it can be recycled, that's okay. We're also gonna try and decrease our food waste and compost what we do make.
Spoiler alert, we did it. We learned a lot in 1 month about creating less waste. Here are the big takeaways. Number 1, you have to think ahead. I'm leaving on a business trip to Texas tomorrow. I have 2 days of travel, 1 day of reporting, and it's gonna be really busy. I'm not sure what's gonna be accessible in terms of waste-free food. I've got bagel, fruit, pretzel, nut, dried fruits. I'm in my hotel room, it's 6 a.m. and I got my bagel that I packed with me. I'm glad to have this.
So one of the biggest things about trying to live zero waste is being prepared. And so to try and do that, we both put together these to-go kits. We've got our utensils and then a cloth napkin.
These are key because I'm a messy eater.
Yeah. And then these cool expandable containers.
So I went to this sandwich shop and they only served their sandwiches wrapped in paper and on cardboard. And so I went to them and I said, hey, I have this Tupperware. Can you just hand me the sandwich and I'll put it in here? And they were a little bit confused at first, but then they were like, okay. Another way to think ahead is to plant a garden, and did all the hard work there. We're gonna try and make our own tomato sauce. Here's the pasta that we made. Hey, not bad. It's pretty good. Number 2, options are limited. Some of the options were great, others not so much. I really loved going to the farmer's market and seeing all the fresh, locally grown produce. What'd you get, Anne?
I got a loaf of bread with 0 packaging, which I'm pretty stoked about. It's hard to find.
But finding other items we liked proved to be a challenge.
For example, I went and got some shampoo and conditioner in bulk, which I was really excited about, but I really wasn't the biggest fan of the shampoo.
Number 3, you have to pick your battles. And so I found, one place in Salt Lake City that sells tablet toothpaste. So these are the tablet toothpaste that I bought, and you just bite down on it. Kind of tastes like baking soda and a little minty. It's not bad. I bought basically what I think was 1 tube worth of toothpaste, and it was $20. And I had no idea until she rung it up. And I was like, oh, $20? Oh, okay. Normally I'm spending like $2 on a tube of toothpaste. Number 4, this lifestyle still isn't mainstream. I went out on a date and I was really nervous about how it was gonna go and whether I'd have to reveal my whole big trash plan and what my date would think of that. One thing that I didn't prepare for was the hostess brought us water with straws already in the cups. And then at the end, we're leaving, I thought, oh no, I have to grab my straw. So I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I just grabbed it and was holding it in my hand, and the people we were with noticed and were like, hey, what are you doing with that straw?
Okay, this is the last night of our no trash challenge, and I'm gonna put some things into the jar. Disposable razor, old mascara, chapstick, and this plastic lid.
Here's our jar from the month. There's a lot of produce stickers. There's other stuff like a plastic bag, a straw, and a plastic fork, a plastic Q-tip, the wrapper from a muffin, a name tag. Most of those things were stuff I put in.
And then I took off the wrappers from several glass bottles so that I could try and repurpose them, and I just put the wrappers in the jar as well.
By the way, we did use toilet paper, but for feminine hygiene products, we replaced those with reusable options. So it's been a little while since the challenge ended, and I have a confession. I've slipped back into some of my old habits. Convenience is addicting. I'm still doing a few things like bringing my to-go pack with me every day and avoiding things like Ziploc bags and styrofoam cups and straws. But I've also gone back to buying the same kind of packaged food items that I like. It turns out the month-long challenge was actually challenging. Corporations have a lot of power to make waste-free options more accessible. We can help by increasing demand. Living waste-free can be time-consuming, expensive, inconvenient, and awkward.
Okay, we're at 357 Burgers, and we called ahead and asked if we could bring our own plates, and they said yes.
The biggest thing we learned is that you don't have to do it all at once. You can make little changes, one at a time. The average person produces 4.5 pounds of trash per day, right? Well, for example, if everyone here in Salt Lake City cut their waste by just 1 pound, the amount of trash we'd save would equal the weight of a blue whale every single day. Now that's something.